The action's still coming thick and fast, and I'm well into double figures now. I've just managed to catch a lovely brace of golden commons, and they're all in immaculate condition, as you can see here. I'm doing a little something special with my hook baits, and I'm about to show you them now. Well, as you can hear and probably see, it's absolutely chucking it down with rain. And it seems to be a running theme on this trip so far, but that hasn't slowed the fishing at all, because it's just getting better and better for me. I'm well into double figures, which is great. Now, one of the things that I think is key to the success, as well as the baiting strategies that I'm using, are the very, very attractive hook baits. I like to use cured hook baits and enhanced hook baits, and that can be in the form of sugary coatings or cured in salt, for instance, or even like a gooey liquid that they've been soaked in for a few weeks. That makes them very, very attractive, but quite often this attractiveness can only stay on the baits for a few hours until it's washed off. And sometimes hook baits are out there for longer than that. So what I do is actually wrap them in tights. And that might sound funny, but by wrapping them in tights, you're actually keeping a lot of the goodness in the bait, which prolongs them for sort of 5-6 hours, maybe even more than that. And that seems to be absolutely key. All you need to do is get your hook bait, one of these bad boys, and you simply place that inside the tights. You then need to get the tights and actually pinch them and pull them as hard as you can so the hook bait looks very, very natural. Then you need to twist. Then you need to wrap some bait floss around where you've twisted, keeping it very, very tight, and then tie 3 granny knots. Whilst keeping all of this tight, you need to trim the tag ends, then trim the tights, and actually blob. And you want to blob it as close to the tights as you can get. And then I simply push the lighter on top of that blob, and it will sort of mould and keep flat against the bait. Not only will the tights prolong the effectiveness of the hook baits, they're also fantastic at keeping crayfish at bay. Now, in the UK and in France even more so, there are plenty of crayfish and they come out at night time. Now, by having the tights there in place, it will actually prevent them from scoring the hook bait and whittling away as much as they would do without. Now, that's what I've been using on this session, and it seems to have been working really, really well. So if you're a fan of cured and enhanced hook baits, you must get on this little method, especially if you're leaving them baits out there for up to 10-15 hours.